don't know if we're alone. I don't think we want to be alone. Do we? Do we want that? Is that what we want? Sometimes I think the only reason we do anything at all, is just reach out and touch, just to feel something in our hand, I suppose. Or not in our hands, in our hearts. Or to reach out with our souls and know that it's not all just dust and rocks and nuclear explosions in the hearts of stars, this accidentally organic matter moving around on this tiny, minuscule planet. You know what I mean? That connection. Just to connect. You look around, don't you, and you think, is this it? it Maybe this is it. And so you go out and you get a job and a house and the right shoes because this could be it. And I'm not saying it's not. And I hate when people are all critical and everything because we all wear shoes. For Christ's sakes. Sometimes I'm left wondering. And I wonder if others are as confused and are also left wondering. And maybe there's this entire planet of people wondering and pretending that we know exactly what we're doing and that we fit in perfectly and that we're not scared or confused or lonely or anything like that. And I might be saying this because I'm in love. And I might be searching for meaning because I'm in love. And what is that? All right, what? Electric pulses racing. Yeah. Yeah. Let me tell you, and I'm not arguing with all of that, but let me tell you that what I feel is so real and powerful and honest and torrential. It screams through me sometimes, and I want to puke. I, I want to puke because I'm in love. Isn't that fucked? I'm so in love I could puke. So, I was watching this program last night about this big problem in science, like this huge philosophical problem. And the problem is that the universe is just so fucking unlikely. It's just so fucking ridiculous that it's exactly how it is. That you just kind of go, hang on, oh yeah, come on, pull the other one. And it's all to do with these values for gravity and the speed of light and electromagnetic, and all these values are set in the first few instants after the Big Bang, and they can't go further than that. Our physics just doesn't work that far back. Relativity breaks down in the moment of singularity, blah blah blah. But the thing is that once these laws come into being, they stay. They stay as they are, and that is that, and they make up everything. So take gravity for example, right? In the beginning, matter existed in clouds, but gravity says that matter attracts matter. So this matter starts clumping together and forming stars, and gravity is pushing the atoms one way, which is sort of squishing them and then causing these nuclear explosions, which sort of push them the other way. And then over billions of years, these elements are like squishing into harder elements, like new elements, which then explode and disperse, and which which is us, which is everything in the universe made of stars, which, I find fascinating in itself that we're all just this like super massive dead star. But anyway, that's I'm not going on about, that's a sidetrack. Okay, the point is that gravity is just set at the perfect level for this to happen. It just happens to be that. So to say that gravity is like 100, I mean, it's not, but let's just say it is. So 101 doesn't happen. 99 doesn't happen. A fraction, more or less, nothing. It has to be exactly right. Okay, fluke. It's not just gravity. It's the speed of light. It's the rate of expansion of the universe. I mean, all these values have to be exactly right for the universe to exist like this exactly. Which, it's all too fucking, it's too fucking not to be. Just, but science just ignores it. A bit irritating, but let's get on with things. So then you have the cosmological constant, which has to do with dark matter. So Einstein was like looking at the universe and was like, with all this gravity, what's holding the universe together? And everyone was like, I don't know. And so he just sort of forgot about it. And then years later, it was dark matter or whatever. I don't know. But so this value for the cosmological constant is 1 in a trillion, 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 trillion. I mean, it's like literally like that. Like, I don't know if I have all the trillions, but it's like literally that many trillions. And you just go, come on. Like, that's no accident. That's not just luck. So it points to design. And I'm not talking about like, white beard or Allah or Buddha or suddenly the Bible is right. I mean, maybe it's just the universe itself. Like, I don't know. And that's the thing. No one knows, but you can't just ignore it. But scientists, they're not so fond of that. So this is from the program. The alternative that scientists have come up with, that there are an infinite number of universes, gazillions and gazillions and gazillions of universes where every possibility is played out. That's it. That was the best that they could come up with. I just thought, oh, really? I mean, for fuck's sake, grow up. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, is what is wrong with purpose or fucking belonging or just, I don't know, like having an idea that there is something, that it's more than just, I have this pot of stuff here and it's more than that pot of stuff there, or choosing a world that is more than just numbers and quantities and saving, and choosing a world that is flesh and bone or love or more than just, isn't it more than just money, mathematics, numbers, values? Isn't it? Don't you think it is? Isn't money dead or something? Isn't it? When you think about it and look around. Don't we know that in our heart of hearts? That we're all just looking for something individually and in all this, all these troubles are just symptoms of that search. He asked me to marry him. I said yes. we were in bed, and I was playing with his mole. He has this mole on his forearm, and I was telling him he should get it checked out. He said that's what his ex was always saying, and I said, well, she's right because it's dangerous. And he said, thinking of being with me long term, and I'm talking to his mole as I'm speaking, and suddenly I'm telling to him that while being with him, I have discovered that language is completely useless, and it would only bother that because we haven't got telepathy, and there is no language that can express. I mean, this stuff is just like pouring out of me that can express how I feel about him, which is why I have to fuck him because it's the closest I can get to telling him how I feel. And I look up, and he's crying. And he's not the sort of man that cries. He said, I better marry him then. And I said, yes. And I know he feels the same. I know. So, maybe that's why I feel like there has to be something more because I have evidence of it. I live in it. Not saying I don't want things though. I do. I do want things. I want things for us. I began to look at my life and feel like it's been a bit scruffy, and I don't want that anymore. I want things to be a bit like they're supposed to be. I want them to be a bit like they are on TV. I know, what a cunt. Right now, maybe right now I feel there has to be something because I feel so blessed. And I know that sounds so stupid. I feel so blessed and lucky and grateful. Looking forward. I'm just so looking forward. I am. I just am. So that's it. That's everything that I wanted to, you know. That's it.